It's your girl, your host, Jocelyn, y como siempre, I am so grateful you are here, and I'm so grateful that you decided to press play on this episode because you and I are about to be expressing gratitude for 2023. We're going to be expressing gratitude for all the blessings that are underway, all the miracles that await us, all the goals we're going to be accomplishing, all the lessons we're going to be learning, all the old cycles we're going to be stepping out of, the new cycles we're going to be stepping into, the right relationships that we're going to be developing and deepening, the pleasant surprises that we're going to be experiencing that we're not even currently aware of, and all the expansion that we're going to be experiencing as well, because I absolutely know that each and every single one of us is going to be experiencing an expansion in this upcoming year that is so worthy of being grateful for. And we're going to be affirming all of this by expressing gratitude for it. So let's go ahead and just do some affirmations now, shall we? You can go ahead and repeat this after me. You can be pausing this and writing it down if you feel so inspired. You can just be repeating it in your head. Whatever calls to you, please affirm with your whole heart, regardless of what it is that you are currently going through right now in this moment, regardless of what your external circumstances look like. Know that you are worthy of these affirmations. Know that you are capable of these affirmations. Know that these affirmations are true. As long as you say that they are true, you get to decide what is true for you. There are ultimate truths, like the ultimate truth that we are limitless beings, like the ultimate truth that there is always something to be grateful for, like the ultimate truth that you are divinely supported on your journey, divinely protected, divinely intervened, divinely guided, if you so allow yourself to be. So please step into these affirmations with this knowing that as long as you affirm it to be so, it is affirmed. It is so, okay? I am grateful for all the blessings and miracles on their way to me now. I am so grateful for all the new lessons I am learning. I am grateful for all the goals I have accomplished and am accomplishing. I am so grateful for all the old cycles I'm stepping out of and the new cycles I am stepping into. I am so grateful for all the right relationships that I am developing and deepening in my life right now. I am so grateful for all the pleasant surprises I am experiencing. I am grateful for my continuous progressive expansion. Yes, 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 yes. I honestly was not planning on publishing an episode that was specifically about 2023, but something within me just shifted and felt inspired to publish an episode like this that just felt inspiring and encouraging and affirmative, because I know that so many of us stepped into this year feeling like this is our year. And let's go ahead and affirm that too. This is my year. Again, let's say it again. This is my year. Yes, yes, yes. And I wanted us to have an episode. I wanted every single one of us, myself included, to have a conversation that we can replay, that we can listen back on however many times we need throughout this upcoming year to gently remind us, to reaffirm us, to re-encourage us, to uplift us. Because let's keep it real, okay? We're going to be experiencing some challenges, okay? We're going to be experiencing some trials and tribulations. We're going to be experiencing some self-imposed limitations, because the truth is that, yes, we do contribute to our own suffering. And we're learning, we're growing aware, okay? And that's important to acknowledge. But the truth is that life does come with seasons of pain. Life does come with seasons of suffering. And it's conversations like this, it's energy like this, it's affirmations like this, it's gratitude like this that can recenter us. Because we all have those moments where we need to be gently reminded. So all that to say, my friends, is that this episode is intended to be an episode, a conversation that you can turn back to, that you can re-listen to whenever it is that you feel the need to be reminded that this is your year. Again, regardless of what it is that you're currently going through, regardless of your external circumstances, regardless of what your environment currently looks like, what situations you're currently, growing through, please affirm right now, I am growing through my current experiences. I am growing through the situations before me. Yes, you are growing through it. You are experiencing expansion right now in this moment as you are listening to this. Please be proud of yourself. You did not align to this conversation for no reason. You aligned to this conversation because you needed to be reminded that this is your year. And there's absolutely no reason for you to doubt that, for you to fear that, for you to worry about that, for you to stress about that. Because what is divinely meant for you is not going to miss you. What and who are truly meant for you will not escape you. It does not matter who tries to go after your blessings. It does not matter how long it may take you for you to become receptive to your blessings. It does not matter what obstacles you may be experiencing right now. What and who are truly meant for you are waiting for you. Now, yes, there are some exceptions sometimes where they are timely, but ultimately, you have an incredibly blessed life. You have so much to be grateful for. You have so much to look forward to. And all of that is so worthy of you feeling grateful for it right now. This whole year in its entirety is worthy of your gratitude right now. You don't have to wait until the end of the year to see how this year unfolds and then maybe I'll be grateful for it, depending on how it goes. No, we're not doing that because we know that ultimately every year really is our year. If we allow it to be so. This is something that I thought of recently, upon my end of year reflections, I was thinking, somehow, some way, every single year just feels like my year because I allow it to be so. I make it so. I make it be a year where I always end up stepping out of it as a more evolved version of me. And if this isn't true for you, if this has not been true for you, it is going to be true for you from here on out. From here on out, every single year is your year because you allow it to be so. You make it so. This is the year where you really step into the alchemist within you that alchemizes and transmutes every single typically normally disempowering experience into an empowering one. Every single year that you may experience that may typically normally be a disempowering year, you transmute and alchemize it into an empowering year. So you can go ahead and say right now, you can affirm right now in this moment, this year is an empowering year. I have the power to determine what kind of year this will be. Yes, yes, yes. I, really do believe that it's incredibly important that we realize just how powerful it is that we are, how powerful our words are, how powerful our energy is, how powerful affirmations are, how powerful gratitude is. I mentioned this in, I believe, the new trailer that I dropped for this podcast this year, where I talked about how gratitude has been, my saving grace and one of my favorite tools of alchemy, because gratitude has really truly allowed me to surrender and let go of the past. It has anchored me in the present moment. Gratitude has the power to consistently bring me back to the present moment and really just acknowledge just how blessed it is that I am right here, right now, how capable it is that I am right here, right now. And also, gratitude has honestly helped me manifest the future. It's helped me manifest some of my deepest, greatest, grandest desires. Because when you express gratitude for something in the future, you are essentially expressing and affirming that it has already happened and that you know that it is happening for you. You have no doubt that it is happening. So you're going to express gratitude for it right now, which is what we're doing in this conversation. And for any of you who feel like you need to practice gratitude and feeling grateful, I just want to say that I have a 30-day gratitude journaling journey available for you for free on my YouTube channel. And the first 10 days, we focus on expressing gratitude for the past. The next 10 days, we focus on expressing gratitude for the present. And the last 10 days, we focus on expressing gratitude for the future. And when we express gratitude for the future, we're using gratitude as a manifestation tool. And I'm telling you, it's so powerful. And the thing about affirmations is that it really, how powerful it is depends on the energy in which you are affirming, right? Because there's a difference between saying, this is my year, and this is my year. You notice how there's a different energy to that? Okay, here's another example. I am blessed. And I am so blessed. And we have that power within us to uplift ourselves and vibrate higher daily. We have the power within us to uplift our energy. And if you find yourself right now in this state of just depletion and heaviness and low energy, I don't want you to listen to this and feel ashamed or feel disempowered because you just do not have it in you to empower yourself, to lift yourself up, to try to, you know how they say like fake it till you make it? Sometimes you can fake it when it comes to how it is that you use your voice and amplify it to affirm affirmations in a more higher vibrational way. And sometimes that absolutely does help. Sometimes it absolutely does help to quote unquote fake it, to make it to that higher vibration. But this is a whole other conversation. But what I will say for those of you who may be feeling low energy, who may be feeling like I'm not there right now to be affirming with my whole heart and actually believing that I am so blessed right now, because I do not feel this way right now. I do not feel capable right now. I do not feel like this is my year right now. My first piece of advice for anyone who is in that kind of energy is to just nourish yourself. Nourish yourself. Stay hydrated. Drink water. Eat a nourishing meal, a healthy meal. Engage with high vibrational content like this conversation that you're doing now. So I'm so proud of you for listening to this conversation that is high vibrational. I am affirming that this is a high vibrational conversation that will absolutely help every single one of you who are listening, myself included, vibrate higher and walk away from this conversation in a higher vibrational state of being. I affirm that, and I know that to be true, and so it is. But don't underestimate the power of simply nourishing yourself, simply, staying hydrated, getting some good rest. And you can do so with the mindset and the intention of, okay, this is my year. I've got some big blessings underway. I've got to take care of myself. I've got to stay prepared. I've got to make sure that I'm healthy enough to be able to receive these miracles that I know I'm about to experience. We are here to affirm and express gratitude for 2023. So let's just take a moment again to express gratitude. I am so grateful for 2023. I am so grateful for all that this year has in store for me. Yes, yes, yes. I want to just briefly share this tweet that Miriam Hasna tweeted not too long ago, and I loved it. She tweeted, "It doesn't matter how much manifestation work, vision boards, affirmations, grid work, altars, hoping, wishing, dreaming, if you don't hold the frequency of gratitude for what you've been given, you're still operating in lack. Make this year one where you're grateful." I love this so much because we really can be out here, trying to manifest a future from a state of lack because we're not grateful for the here and now, because we're not expressing gratitude for the future in a way in which we're feeling that gratitude in the here and now. Because there is a difference. And again, it's so important for us to be mindful of our energy and the energy that we bring forth to our creations. Because we can be creating, vision boards and writing affirmations, but if we're doing it from a place of not fully believing that it's going to happen, if we're doing it from a place of fear, if we're doing it from a place of worrying where we're at now, if we're doing it from a place of dismissing the blessings that we have right here, right now, we're not really, operating from a place of abundance and sincere gratitude. And I pray that all of you who are listening to this episode can really feel the gratefulness when I'm speaking, when I'm sharing these affirmations with you. And I'm doing so intentionally and mindfully, and have stepped into recording this episode from a high vibrational state so that it can be felt. It can be felt through the audio wavelengths, okay? But yes, let's affirm this year is a grateful year. I am full of gratitude this year. I am so grateful for the here and now. Acknowledge the truth that the sincere gratitude that you embrace and embody in this now moment is manifesting a future that is full of gratitude. The more you sincerely feel grateful now, the more you're going to have to be grateful for. Trust me when I say that to be true, because I know it to be true. The more that you express gratitude right here, right now, the more you're going to have to express gratitude for. It's going to cultivate. It's going to multiply. Have you realized that where your attention goes, where your focus goes, energy flows and grows? If you keep focusing on a problem, the problem tends to grow, right? If you focus on gratitude, the gratitude will grow. If you focus on the blessings will grow and multiply. Affirm right now, I am focused on being grateful and acknowledging my blessings. And again, affirm, this is my year because I make it so. Yes, yes, yes. This is somewhat of a side note, but I was just listening to this podcast episode from Jay Shetty's podcast On Purpose with Kevin Hart. I know Kevin Hart isn't for everybody, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm a big Kevin Hart fan. And by fan, I mean, I genuinely, sincerely look up to him as an entrepreneur. When I read his first book, I wish I remember what it's called. It's on my bookshelf, but I'm not going to go looking for it right now. I'm going to put that book recommendation. I'm just going to go ahead and do it and put it in the description below for any of you who are curious. But after I read it, I just felt so inspired by his story. Anyways, I was listening to that conversation, and I need to re-listen to it because I feel like I missed a note here and there. But what I really took from it that I want to share with you here now, because I feel called to, is, how sometimes we'll experience, putting in the work and not seeing the results, like not seeing really any manifestations occur and feeling discouraged by it. Because it's like, man, I'm putting in all this work. Like, why isn't anything happening? And the perspective that Kevin Hart shared is that, when he has experienced that, because we all do, we all experience that. He shared that, he began to shift his perspective and see that as, I'm staying ready. Like I'm remaining consistent. I'm continuing to show up. I'm continuing to put in the work. And this is making me ready for when the blessings and manifestations arrive. And I love that so much. And I'm mentioning this because I want us to journey through this upcoming year with this perspective of, I'm going to stay ready so I don't have to get ready. Like all the consistency that I'm putting in and dedicating myself to, all the work that I'm putting in, it's not for nothing. This is making me ready for my blessings that are on their way to me now. This is making me receptive for the manifestations that are going to manifest. This is preparing me for what's to come. And when it comes, I will be prepared because I continue to put in the work, because I remain consistent, because I stayed focused, because I didn't give up, simply because I wasn't seeing the results that I wanted to see when I wanted to see it. Remain consistent. Continue to put in the work. Continue to show up for yourself and your desires and your goals and your dreams, and know that the work that you put in with pure good intention is not for nothing. So please affirm with me. Let's go ahead and affirm. I am showing up for myself and my desires because I am worthy of showing up for myself and my desires. All my efforts are not going unnoticed by the divine. All my efforts are worth it. I am proud of the work that I put in every single day. I love all the ways in which I show up for myself. I believe in myself and the work that I am putting in. All the ways in which I am investing my time and energy are preparing me for what's to come. Yes, yes, yes. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready, because again, we know that this is our year. This is our year. This is our year. And we are staying ready so we don't have to get ready. Okay? I shared a post on my Instagram. So some of you may already be familiar with what I'm about to share, but I'd like to just go ahead and reiterate it because I feel like this is in alignment with what we're talking about right now. So I shared a post about, what kind of year 2023 is going to be. And these are essentially affirmations. So they're kind of long. And if you would like to write them down and you resonate with them, definitely just head on over to my Instagram and you'll find the post there written out for you. But wherever it is that you are, listening to this, just as I read these to you, just intentionally, consciously listen, make yourself available to these words and receive them as affirmations if they resonate with you, okay? 2023 is the year where we consistently practice thinking of the best possible outcome. The best possible outcome that is rooted in spirit and in love, not in ego nor fear. The best possible outcome in any and every situation. This is the year where we activate our abundance consciousness. We are focusing less on perceived lack and limitation and focusing more on abundance and possibility. We are activating thoughts, beliefs, habits that align with the truth that we are abundant always, all ways. This is the year where our peace increasingly becomes our priority, so much so that it cannot be disturbed. We love living in a world of peace so much so that we actively choose to live in that world daily and do not allow it to be disturbed. This is the year where we activate our I am consciousness. We understand the power of I am, and we are mindful of what we claim to be after we think and speak the words I am. We think and speak I am consciously and affirmatively. This is the year where we know our external circumstances do not define us. We do not identify with our external circumstances. We do not make a home out of our external circumstances. We simply observe them, are present with them, make the most out of them, and allow them to pass through. This is the year where we continue to expand our emotional intelligence. We express our emotions because we know expressing them keeps us in a state of flow and receptivity. We honor our emotions as teachers. We learn and grow from our emotions. We feel our emotions wisely and responsibly. And this is the year where we choose differently. There is no need to make the same choices if and when they are not serving our highest good and aligning with the highest truth. We are allowing ourselves to choose different, act different, be different. This is the year where we have more faith than we do fear. Our faith in self, in life, in all that is divine is strengthening. Our fear in all aspects is weakening. We actively choose faith over fear because we know faith expands us and fear contracts us. When we choose faith, we are choosing expansion. And lastly, but not leastly, this is the year where we trust. We trust our decision making. We trust our hearts. We trust our good intentions. We trust our divine unfoldment. We trust the process. We trust that our best is enough. We trust the unknown. We trust what's leaving and we trust what's arriving. We trust life. If you happen to be listening to this at whatever time during this year or really any year, because honestly, this conversation applies to any and every year ahead. Because again, each and every single year can be your year if you allow it to be so. It can be a life-changing year in the most empowering way if you allow it and make it to be so. Because every single experience and situation that we have in our lives has the opportunity to empower us. Every single experience and situation in our lives is an opportunity, and we determine what kind of opportunity it is. And I'm telling you right now, you have the capability to make every single experience and situation in your life an opportunity that empowers you, an opportunity to empower yourself, to expand yourself, to advance yourself in some way, shape, or form. I'm telling you, this is true. And like I was saying, whenever it is that you are listening to this, whether it's the beginning of the year, the middle of the year, the end of the year, anytime in between, literally the last few days of the year, and even if it is, even on you can have the most like tough year, and on the very last moment of the year can be a miraculous moment that changes everything. Believe in that. Trust that. Trust, as I mentioned at the very beginning of this conversation. Trust all the blessings that are on their way to you now. Trust the miracles that are underway. Trust the goals that you are accomplishing. And trust that the goals that you don't end up accomplishing were just simply not meant to be accomplished in this season, in this year, in this moment in time of your life. It doesn't mean that they're never going to be accomplished. It doesn't mean that they're not meant for you necessarily. Maybe it does, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe it just simply means it's not meant to happen right now. It's not meant to be accomplished right now. Not in your current circumstances, not with the current resources that you have. Trust the cycles that you're stepping out of and the cycles that you're stepping into. Trust the lessons that you're learning and that you're meant to learn. Trust all the situations and experiences that are unfolding before you and the lessons that they're offering you, the opportunities that they're offering you. Trust that you are being prepared for what's to come. Trust that you are being matured for what's to come. Trust that nothing that happens in your life is an accident. It's on purpose. Your life is on purpose, and every single thing that happens in your life is on purpose. Trust that. Trust that there are pleasant surprises that you're going to be experiencing. Trust that you are experiencing expansion right here, right now, regardless of how you feel, regardless if you believe it or not, you are experiencing expansion. Please receive this. Make yourself open and available and receptive. Trust life. Trust this year, and trust that this is your year, my friend. And again, I thank you so much for listening to this. Thank you for pressing play on this. I pray and I affirm that each and every single person that listens to this, myself included, because I assure you that your girl, your host, Jocelyn, is going to be listening to this episode to feel re-inspired, re-centered, re-encouraged, reaffirmed. And I pray and affirm that we absolutely will walk away from this episode feeling affirmed, feeling encouraged, feeling uplifted in the ways in which we are meant to be in this moment. Please affirm right here, right now, I trust life. I trust life. I trust myself. I trust that I am on purpose. I trust that there are no accidents. I trust that I am capable of growing through any and everything. I trust that all is in divine order. I trust that I am abundant. I trust that this is my year, regardless if it's unfolding the way that I expect it to or not. Because that is the truth. That is the truth. Some things may not unfold the way that we anticipate or that we expect, but that does not mean that things are going wrong. that does not mean that things are unsafe or untrustworthy. Life is always full of surprises. A renewing life, a life that truly is full of expansion, is going to be a life that is full of uncertainty, of unknowns. And that is just the truth. And we have to trust that. Trust that. And as your human family member, I'm telling you that I believe in you. I'm proud of you. You are so much more advanced than you may think. You are so much powerful than you may believe. You are doing so much better than you think, than you may think you are. You are so much more blessed and full of miracles than you may perceive yourself to be. There is always something to be grateful for, and you have an abundant plentitude amount of things, people, places, things to be grateful for right now in this moment. And I pray that you allow yourself to tune into that gratitude. Here, now, always, always. And I would just like to congratulate you in advance. I'd like to congratulate you right here, right now, in this moment, for all that you will and are experiencing, for all that you will be and are growing through in 2023. Congratulations for the blessings. Congratulations for the miracles. Congratulations for the lessons learned. Congratulations for the goals accomplished. Congratulations for the cycles you outgrew and stepped out of. Congratulations for the new cycles you're stepping into. Congratulations for the right relationships that you are developing and deepening. Congratulations for the pleasant surprises that you deserve. And congratulations for the expansion that you are experiencing right now. Thank you so much for listening. Again, I pray that you are walking away from this feeling empowered, even just a slight bit. Feel free to re-listen to this as many times as your heart and spirit may need. Share this episode with anyone who you may feel may need to hear this conversation. And please, if this inspires you to write down some other affirmations, to write down some things to be grateful for in advance that you are manifesting, that you are claiming to be true, that you absolutely know are going to happen in your life. And so you are going to express gratitude for it right now. Please write it down. Please say it out loud. Please affirm it. Speak it over your life. Affirm it over your life. Through writing, through speaking, through sharing, through knowing and claiming it to be true, because you have that power. You have that power to know and claim things to be true. And honestly, we do it every day. And we got to be conscious of what we're claiming to be true. We've got to be intentional about what we're claiming to be true. All right. Your girl's gonna stop here because she can go on and on. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate so much. I'm so honored that you brought this episode into your present moment. And I so look forward to our next conversation. Again, congratulations on this year being your year. I'm so proud of you.